so I don't know the time. Maybe it's good evening in your country. Okay, I have to check if it's okay. Oh my god, my eyes! It's why the like the okay. Let me hear. Let me check if it's okay. Okay, maybe it's okay. But can you hear me? Can you hear me? The voice is a little bit. Oh, okay. I think it's okay now. Okay. So, good morning, maybe good evening. Okay, so today we are going to learn how to introduce yourself in Chinese. So many people will say, oh, it's very easy. Maybe I just say, 你好, my name is blah blah blah. Maybe you want people to know you more. Bonjour, comment ça va? Bonjour. En chinois, 你好, 你好. The best teacher in the world. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so happy now. I was a little nervous. Okay, so today maybe I should teach you more about me, because today we are going to learn how to introduce ourselves, and then yes, maybe you will know more information. So today we learn how to introduce ourselves. So first thing we need to know is, okay, one, it's greeting. We're going to learn. If you want to introduce yourself, the first thing is, say 你好, 你好. And we are going to learn how to greet first. So the formal greeting. Okay, we just learn the greeting first. Formal greeting and informal greeting. Okay, the formal greeting is the first thing. It's you can say, hello. I'm going to write this. 你好 or 您好. Of course, except 你好, 您好, and we can also say good morning. How do you say good morning in Chinese? I'm going to write the Chinese characters first. And then I'm going to, oh no, maybe. To cut it. Like this, and then going to use another color to write. The pinyin is very important, because pinyin is the pronunciation of this. Oh, important thing. With the heart. This is more 早上好 and 中午好 晚上好. This is the formal way. This is the formal way to say hi to somebody, okay? And the informal way, we can say hi. Hello. yo. We don't really say yo. You can also say hey. Oh, I'm going to write the pinyin later. You can also say hey, hey. It's like this. Hey. Hello. Or hi. Hi. I think the connection is not that good today, but it will be fine. Okay, let's continue to see this. Okay, so 你好in Chinese means hello. 您好 is also hello, and this is good morning. Good morning. And this is good afternoon. And this is good evening. Good evening. Okay, so this basically is like the hi. Like hi. This is a hello. This is like the hey. In English, maybe they have like the yo or what's up, like that. But in Chinese, there's only two ways to. Basically, if it is the first time you see someone, of course, you can say 你好你好今ライブはいそうです今日のライブは金曜日の朝の10時のライブは英語で中国語を学ぶ because every Friday morning the live streaming is in English but we learn Chinese in English. It's a very easy one, so don't worry. The English is not that difficult. I will try to speak slowly. Okay. So today we are going to learn how to introduce ourselves in Chinese. Okay, so the first step, when you want to know someone, 早上好 when you want to, yeah, 早 is also good. I'm going to teach you how to say a special way. 谢谢お疲れ様です好的 I think it's a little dark, right? Maybe I should turn on another light. Okay, wait me a moment, another light. Okay. Now I think it's better. 好的 Here. So self-introduction. So except say, yeah, of course you can say 很高兴认识你 like nice to meet you. But before you say nice to meet you, you can say 你好 means hello. And if someone who is older than you, like in a polite way, you can say 您好 it's polite. I think get closer it's better. 近一点比较好吧这样的 Maybe you can see the whiteboard 很眼力 You can also say 您好 it's polite way to say 您好 And you can also say good morning. Now it's like good morning. So morning in Chinese is 早上 And English it's good morning. Chinese it's morning good because 早上means morning. Actually, it's very easy to remember. In English, you say good morning. In Chinese, you say 早上好 and good afternoon. So 中午好 Good evening 晚上好 So 晚上 means evening. 晚上 means evening. Good is 好 So good evening it's 晚上好 晚上好 Okay, please read or repeat after me again. I'm late, it's okay. It's okay. So today we are going to learn like self-introduction. So first, it's like the hola, hola. In Spanish, you say hola, ¿cómo estás? It's very, for me, I feel it's a little bit strange because you say hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? It's like how are you? I feel how are you? It's not for the first time to say that, but similar like Chinese, we don't say ¿cómo estás in the first time. In ¿cómo estás is like the second time or the third time you meet someone. In Chinese it's similar. The first time you see someone, you don't say how are you. You say hello or good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Good evening. Cultural thing. Oh, okay, I understand. Okay, so you can say hello, 你好, or you can also say 您好. 您, the pronunciation is with an N. 您好, 您好. When you speak to your teacher or when you speak to someone, your customer, if it's a Chinese customer, you can say 您好. It's better. 您好, 您好. If it's in the morning, you can say 早上好. 早上好. In the afternoon, 中午好. 中午好. In the evening, 晚上好. 晚上好. Okay, so 好, 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 好. Basically, 好 means good. 好 means good. You good means hello. Hello. Usted. In Spanish, 您 is like usted. So it's very special. In English, they just have you. And in Chinese, it's similar like Spanish. Do, usted. This is respect. A polite way to say you. 您. In Spanish and French, I feel, they have this one. So 你好 it's more proper than 你好. Yes, 您好 您好 it's to the people you need to respect. So do, usted is like the Spanish. Okay, so buenos dias. Buenos dias. I forgot. So good morning. So 早上 means morning. 好 means good. Afternoon is 中午. 好 means good. So good afternoon. But Chinese is like afternoon good. Evening good. So good is 好. Evening is 晚上. Okay. So all of this is the formal way to introduce, to greet with someone. This part is the informal way. This part is for informal way. Basically, actually, it's like a Chinese words come from English. Because this one is like a hi. This character is the similar pronunciation like a hi. So if someone, it's not your customer, it's not a business meeting, just some friends, you can just say hi. The first time you see someone, you say hi, like the H-A-R, hi. Basically like English, hi. The first time you see someone, you say hi. It's an informal way, okay? And then you can say hello. It's not hola. Sometimes hello, you say hola. It's no. In English, it's hello, but in Chinese, we say hello. We have like the informal way to say hello. 你好, it's like the very polite, but young generation in China right now, we say hello. It's similar like English. It's also a Chinese words come from English. We say hello. The character is like this. Hello. Pronunciation is hello. And sometimes we can say hey, hey, hey. This character it also comes from English like hey. Say hey, hey, hey. It's not, you cannot say this to your boss. If you have a Chinese boss, you say hey, maybe it's what's wrong with you? So remember, this part it's informal. It's informal greeting ways, and this one it's formal. You can use these phrases to your boss, to your customers, the first time you meet someone. But this one, just for like maybe the similar age like you, just like the friends in the future. Okay, remember, this is the first thing we need the greeting. Okay, let's continue. Don't worry if you don't have time to take the notes right now. You can I will update the video later. But any other question you can ask me. So we just learned how to it's like every language is similar. It's like the Spanish, I learned the Spanish like the first thing is hola and buenos dias, buenos noches. It's similar because bueno it's good. Chinese, in this part Chinese is similar like the Spanish too. Buenos means good. Chinese buenos is how. And bien it's also how. Okay. So we just learned how to greet with someone, and now we are going to learn how to tell people your name. So there are two ways you can say my name is. In English, you can say I am. Okay, you can see how I write I am, and you can also say my name is. Okay, and I'm going to teach you each part of this. See, you can guess. I feel this part is so similar like the soy, but it's easier than English. English it has you, my I am, you are, she is, but in Chinese always like the just be verb only one. Okay. 名字，等一下啊。就是中文的话只有一个，就是我觉得这个也很搞笑的名字，所以这个是我是我的名字是我是 Actually, many of you already know 我是 我 means I am. When you tell people your name, you can say I am plus your name. So my name is Mimi. This is my name. It means rice. Mimi. So I am Mimi. I can say 我是米米，我是米米。And you can also say my name is Mimi. So this 我 means I, but 我的 means my name. 名字 like the nombre. Mi nombre is Mimi. Okay. I changed this new one. A little bit difficult to. If you have any other questions, you can also ask me. Oh, so I did not knew that's interesting. You just Like in Spanish, remember? Yes, I learned Spanish. 我 it's not 跳, it's 叫. Okay. 3 ways to say your name again. One more. You are very. I think you remember this one. 我叫 Yes, there are 3 ways. 我叫咪咪. Oh no, I should change another color. 我叫咪咪. 3 ways to introduce your name. 我叫咪咪. Okay, so there are 3 ways to tell people about your name. So this one is I call. I feel this is similar in Spanish. Me llamo Mimi. Me llamo Mimi. Llamo. Call is like a llamo. Okay. So I can translate all of this in Spanish actually. Just for my Spanish learning. Okay. So I am Mimi. I am Mimi. 3 ways to tell people about your name. So you can say I am Mimi. 我是米米. Something on my nose. Okay. So you can say 我是米米. You can also say my name is Mimi. My is 我的名字 the name. 我的名字是 is 米米. 我的名字是米米. You can say 我是米米. 我的名字是米米. And then you can also say 我叫 I call myself Mimi. 我叫米米. 我叫 me llamo Mimi. It's like the soy Mimi. Mi nombre es Mimi. Me llamo Mimi. Is that correct? I think that's correct, right? That's great. Oh yes, okay, I understand. It's so similar like the Spanish. So there are 3 ways to tell people about your name. Okay, it's very easy, right? Okay, and then we're going to learn about the location about where you are from. Okay. Maybe it's better I'm going to read again because it's important. Yes, I'm so happy. Okay, it's good for my Spanish in the future. I wish one day the whole live streaming I can only speak Spanish and Chinese. That would be very cool. Okay. Oh, I clean up this. Live streaming is different like the normal lesson, I think, because live streaming is more about you can ask me any questions. Okay, so let's read again together. Here. 我是米米. 我是米米. 我的名字是米米. 我的名字是米米. 我叫米米. 我叫米米. The normal speed. 我是米米. 我的名字是米米. 我叫米米. 好，没问题吗? Okay, now let's learn how to tell people your country. Are you Chinese? Are you Japanese? Many people thought I'm Japanese. I'm not Japanese. I'm just working in Japan. Okay. Maybe I should write the English. and you can guess how to translate these words in Chinese. So in English, there are some ways say, I am from ba ba ba. I am ba ba ba. It's like this. Okay. I'm from and I am and I come from. Okay, in English, sometimes we just say, I am from ba ba ba. I am from. Actually, in Chinese, I am from and I come from is the same. Maybe I should write here because English there are many ways to say. I come from. It's better. Okay, the first sentence one by one is better. Because the whiteboard is small. First thing, I am from in Chinese. How do we say that? So I am from. We can say I first. I in Chinese, it's 我 come 来 come from 自 maybe let's say China. Oh, China 中国 We don't need to write the big G, just normal. Okay, so let's read the characters. So I come from. I, it's 我 come from, it's 来自 It's so similar like English. Come here. Come, it's 来 我来自美国 很好美国你来自美国很好所以我来自 So come, it's 来自自 is like a from So come from is 来自 China is 中国 Okay, so I come from China. We can say 我来自中国 and also you can say I'm Chinese. So I am Chinese. We just learned I am Mimi before, so I am Chinese. I'm Chinese. I am, it's 我是 Chinese 中国人 OK 我是中国人 OK So 外国人在中国学习外国人你是外国人很好 So 你是中国人 Yes 我是中国人 I'm Chinese 我是中国人 OK So 我是 means I am 中国人 means Chinese 中国 is China 中国 China Chinese 中国人 人 means the people so Chinese people so basically it seems like a China people China 中国 Chinese 中国人 Chinese people 中国人 So I come from 我来自 I come from China 我来自中国我来自中国 I am Chinese 我是中国人我是中国人 So I come from It's 我来自plus your country and 我是 plus like you must add 人 so 你是美国人你来自美国好的 and maybe you want like the more basic like I was born because sometimes maybe you are Chinese but you were born in America So how do we say that? How do we say that? This is very basic, but sometimes the situation is more complicated. But don't worry, today we are going to learn lots of ways to say that. And so how do we say I was born and raised I was born and I should write and raised in somewhere. I was born. How do we say I was born? Okay. So I'm going to write the Chinese characters first. So I in Chinese is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Very complicated. This character means I. 我 was born. Born. And the race we cannot translate exactly like that. 我出生于raised in some place. We don't really say that. We don't really translate that. If you you really want to say this. Okay, don't worry. I'm going to write the pinyin. 我出生Okay, so it's a little bit difficult. I was born, so born. I'll change another color. 出生 means born. I was born. 出生于 is like a words. Actually it's like an at. Means at. I was born at. I was born in. 于 plus the maybe 中国 China. So I was born in China. You can say I was born and raised in China. You have to say like separate. 中国 You have to separate this. You have to say 我出生于中国. I was born in China. 我出生于中国 and raised in China. 我在中国长大的。我在中国长大的。长大 means to grow up or raised. 长大。我在中国长大。Sometimes they were born in America, maybe 在中国长大 maybe 2 years old, their parents took them to another country. Okay, let me see. 哪国人 means which country are you from? 哪国人我出生于乌兹别克斯坦。我在乌兹别克斯坦长大。非常棒 very good. Okay, for me 我出生于中国。 I was born in China. And 我在中国长大的。And raised in China too. So and I have been in Japan for 5 years. Yes, we are going to learn. Continue, so don't worry. Okay, so remember, take the notes. It's very important to tell people because sometimes it's not that simple. You can someone maybe they have a Chinese in Japan. It's very interesting. There are many Chinese, but they cannot speak Chinese because 他们出生于日本。Their parents, they are Chinese, but they were born in Japan, so they cannot speak Chinese. So actually, the nationality, it doesn't mean you can speak that language. It depends 你出生于 where, and 你在 where 长大。Because raised in different country, the education you accept must be different. Okay, so for me, 100%, 我出生于中国。我在中国长大的。我在中国长大的。And raised in China. So the education, 我出生于玻利维亚。我在西班牙长大的。非常好。Hola, ¿cómo estás? 西班牙。我非常喜欢学习西班牙语。Okay, so I was born and raised in Chinese. Let's read again. 我出生于中国。我在中国长大的。Okay, so don't worry if you don't have enough time to take the notes, because I'm going to update the video later. Okay, let's continue. More detail to introduce yourself. Actually, I even don't know how to say that in Spanish. I was born. I can only say soy china in Chinese, and I cannot say that anything else. Okay, so you can also say I grew up in somewhere, but now maybe you have to work in different cities. So how do we say that? I grew up in I grew up in but now live. Oh, the V is not that pretty. Because sometimes we go to another country, we want to tell people. So I'm going to write in Chinese characters first. So 我在长大的。But we can say, oh no. Now live in For me, my situation is so 我在Okay, so like this. For me, my situation is 我在 China. Because the situation now, I cannot go back to China. You can now go to any country now. It's very dangerous. 中国 and now I live in Japan, Japan. Actually, I'm working here now, but also I live in here. Okay, so this is my situation. Okay, so I grew up in plus the country or maybe the small area, but now live in the place. So for me, so 我 means I 在我在 like at or in 中国长大的我在中国长大的 I grew up in China 长大 means grew up. We just learned 长大 two characters means grew or grow up 长大 grow up. There's a the here means like the past time. So grow up is 长大的 is grew up. Understand? So the here means like the past, not now. So 长大的 means grew up. 长大 grow up. It's like this, okay? So I grew up in China. 我在中国长大的。我在中国长大的。And but now, so but in Chinese is 但是 means but. Okay. Yeah, in English is very easy words. Now, just N-O-W. But in Chinese, now is 现在. The pronunciation is a little bit difficult, but don't worry. 现在 means now. But now, 但是现在 live in 住 Japan 日本 Japan 日本 China 中国 Japan 日本 Okay, so again, I want to say I grew up in China. And now I live in Japan. So we can say 我在中国长大的，但是现在住日本。Yeah, it's my situation. 我在中国长大的，但是现在在日本。但是现在住sorry, I can say live in Japan. So 现在住日本。How about you? Are you still in the same city? Or are you still in the same country? Hello, 我出生于玻利亚维And 我在西班牙长大的。不是同一个地方吗？不是。你在马德里长大的，马德里。你们呢，都是一样的吗？ Okay, 所以这是我的 situation. Okay. And I have been living someplace for how many years? How do we say that? If I say this, oh, how many years have you been in Japan? That's what we concern. Okay, let's continue to learn. Okay, about the location. But don't worry, you can take the notes later. And don't forget to give me the like, because it's very important for me to see if my Chinese lesson is good in English or not. Or if there are not that many people, they want to learn Chinese in English, maybe this time will change to be like Japanese. So yeah, it's very important for me to know the numbers. Okay, but also the time is not that good because it's morning. Maybe for you it's too late in the evening, but you can watch this later. So just because the live streaming, you can ask me question. That's also important to me. Okay, how do you say I have been? Ever been? Living in somewhere for maybe 5 years. I've been living in somewhere for the years. Okay, I'm going to write the Chinese first. 我在 maybe for me it's Japan. Okay. Odd. What? The internet is so bad it stops. Okay, I have to check. Is it okay, the internet, or it's not good? Okay, maybe it's okay. It stopped once, but now it's okay now. 好的 It seems it's normal now. Okay, so 我在 Okay. 日本 is Japan. It's Japon in Spanish. Japan. So I have been living. In Chinese, we don't have like the be living like this way to say. We just say 我在日本. I 在 like the stay or in. 我在. Where's my red pen? Oh, here. 我在. 我 means I. 在 like the in or at. Like I am in Japan. Live. 住 it's live. We just say 了. 住了. 住了. Like a have. 住了. 住了. Lived. 了 so it's like the I being lived. 住了 5 means 5 years. In English or Spanish, you need to put a S because if it's like more than one, but in Chinese we don't need to. There's no S. The same 1 year, 5 year, just 5年 1年 5年 the same. 年 is year. Okay, so I have been living in Japan for 5 years. We don't need to translate this. We don't need to translate this part. We don't have this one. Okay, we have of, like the I have, like the, we translate I have lived. It's like this way. So basically, I have been living in Japan for 5 years. We can say 我在日本住了5年。So here you put the years. 我在日本。Maybe you can say 我在西班牙住了3年。I want to live in Spain, maybe 5年 in the future. あ、拼音がよく見えないです。这个拼音吗？现在怎么样？今見えますか？我要把这个写大一点。多分色が緑なので再近一点。Closer. 现在怎么样？ Do you know any chance? Yes, I use Baidu a lot. Baidu is one of my favorite good dictionary. Hola Mimi, desde Argentina. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo se dice? I have been living in Japan for 5 years. No sé cómo se dice. Maybe yo vivo en Japón para 4. Do you have a 4? 5 años. Like English, but in Chinese we don't have a S. So I have been living in Japan for 5 years. Is 我在日本住了5年。我在 plus the place 住了 plus the years. 我在住了什么？ vivo en Japón durante 5 años. Muchas gracias. I need to take the notes after the live. This. Okay, you can also take the photo. Okay, it's very important. 日本 means Japan. Japón, Japan. Yeah. 我在 somewhere 住了 how many years? Okay. 我在 the country, the place 住了 the years is here. English also put the years in the end. Chinese is similar. 我在 somewhere 住了 how many years? Okay. So after learning about the location, number 4, let's learn the position and the company. Which company? Okay. I want to give you a chance. Is in Chinese. Self-introduction is not just I am blah blah blah. My name is blah blah blah. It's more details. Let's learn more details about yourself. Like the I work at, or I work for. The company. In the blah 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 department. I work for somewhere. I work at somewhere. We can say 我在 maybe 百度 how about 我在百度工作。Example. Okay. I'm going to write the pinyin. Maybe I change the pinyin to red. I'm going to 在。OK。OK。じゃあ青いの赤の方がいい。红色比较好，红色比绿色比较明显一点，绿色不太清楚。我要把这个换成蓝色的 ，blue， 蓝色的会比较好。好的 ，So 在这里呢，我们可以看到 I work at or I work for。英语的话可以用 at， 也可以用 for。In English you can say at or for is the same. Actually, in Chinese, no matter it's at or for. In Chinese, we always can say 在。在 means for or at. Okay, so I work at or I work for Baidu. Baidu is similar like Google. So in China, we don't use Google, we use Baidu because a lot of information. Baidu. 我在 your company. The name of your company. 我在 this. The is like the of here. 部门 means department. The department 部门 So you can say I in Baidu of the 人事 means HR, human resources. Oh my gosh, another color. 人事 So your company, which department? 工作 means work. So I work for Baidu in the HR department. I work for Baidu in the HR department or human resources department. So in Chinese you can say 我在 the name of your company. 我在 the name of your company. 的 is like of. And the name of your department. 人事 means HR. 人事部门 HR department, human resources department. 的人事部门工作 work. The work is in the end of the sentence. So basically in Chinese is I am in Baidu and HR department work. But in English it's different orders. So you have to remember 我在 the name of your company and the name of your department. In the end you say 工作 Okay, let's read again. 我在百度的人事部门工作我在百度的人事部门工作 It's you can also say this like the business meeting. Sometimes you have to tell people about your name, your job, and the location, your position, maybe manager, blah blah blah. Okay. Any questions? If you don't have any other questions, let's continue. Yeah, it's a very easy, simple sentence. Just tell people about your job. Sometimes you say, oh, I'm a teacher. We learned I am, so you can just say 我是老师，我是老师，我是老师，我在blah blah blah, maybe the school, 我在the school, maybe education department, 教学部门工作. A lot of things. You can just change this, maybe the name of your company. Or if you are a student, you can say 我在 maybe 中国的大学学习，我在 maybe the country, 我在中国 maybe 上海交通大学，我在中国的上海交通大学学习。I study in Shanghai University. So in this case, we can also change this company or school. 我在 maybe 中国大学，中国的 the school or the country. Anyway, it's a location, so it's better to say the place or place. Okay. 没问题吗？ You can make a sentence. 人事 interesting. Yeah, 人事 means HR. 人事 人 means the human being. Human being 是 the things. Human being things. It's like actually it's a workforce in a company, right? Okay. Remember, I work in this company and which department? Work. It's 工作 trabaja. 好的 let's continue. Now maybe we have to say, your family. Introduce your job, introduce your family. Are you married? Or you are not married and single? Not that private. If you have a ring, people know you are married. We don't really say the first time, are you married? It's very strange. Sometimes on the Instagram or like a Facebook, some people you don't know, they suddenly send you a message. Is, are you married? I said, are you crazy? Who are you? Very strange. I mean, if some people, the first, you don't know this person at all. And the first message you send to someone is, are you married? Do you have a boyfriend? It's none of your business. I feel it's very strange. Some people, they just, like, the first phrase is not hello, it's not hi. It's like, are you married? Maybe it's a many fake accounts on Facebook. So be careful. Okay, so now we are going to learn about introduce your family. Maybe I have maybe brother. I have a brother or maybe sister. I don't have a brother, I have a sister. So maybe brother. So I have something. Yo tengo. I think about the Spanish. Yo tengo hermosa. Brother, sister. I have. In Spanish, they have I have. Yo tengo. You have. Tú tienes. Tiene. Ella tiene. But in Chinese, it's not that difficult. We just 我有,你有,他有. The same. Just 有. Very easy compared to Spanish. Chinese is very easy. But the writing, but these Chinese characters, it's very difficult. But the grammar is very easy. So 我有一个 sister. We have an elder sister, younger sister, elder brother, younger brother, right? So in Chinese, we have to separate. 一个. I already posted many other videos about the family. How many people are there in your family, or how many people? I have like I'm from a family of 5. You know that. So today is self-introduction, so we don't need to know how to ask this question. If you are interested how to ask how many people are there in your family, check the video on Friday evening and Monday evening. Every Friday evening and Monday evening. I mean the time is Japan because I don't know your country. So every Friday, every Monday evening, I post the Chinese lessons. So more information if you are interested in learning, or if you are learning Chinese by yourself right now, all of their videos is good for you. Okay, so self-introduction, we just tell people your family. Okay, I have a sister. You can say 我有一个姐姐. We just learn. Okay, so there are 4 ways. I write the character smaller. I'm going to write the pinyin bigger because pinyin is more important for you. In the future, I'm going to have a lesson to teach you how to write the Chinese characters. Okay, the elder sister is 姐姐. The young sister is 妹妹. Maybe hermosa. Oh no, I forgot to try. I only remember French. Sœur, and the frère is good. Oh no. ¿Cómo se dice brother en español? That's the first thing they say to you. Yo trabajo en el departamento de ¿qué se dice que me pasa? De Baidu. Baidu is okay. 弟弟妹妹, right? Yes. Oh, hermosa, it's beautiful. Because many people this hermosa, I thought hermosa means sister. Oh no, okay, hermosa, it's hermana. Okay, it's so similar. Hermano. Okay, I got confused about beautiful. Beautiful and sister, they sounds so similar. Okay, linda. Okay, linda, muy linda. I know linda, muy linda. Okay, so I'm going to take the notes later. Hermana, hermosa, hermana, hermano meyo, 哥哥 young elder brother, hermano young, hermano, I don't know. ¿Cómo se dice? 弟弟 in Chinese is in English is young brother. So pronunciation is very easy, but Spanish is very long. Hermano, hermana. 4, but in Chinese it's only 哥哥. If you want to say hermano meyo, it's hermano ello. 6. Oh, Chinese is only 哥哥. Sometimes I feel Spanish is so long. Yo tengo una hermana hermosa. Okay, muchas gracias. Oh, very long. Okay. So I have it's 我有 I have. 一个 it's like maybe Spanish una. Okay, so young elder sister 姐姐 young sister 妹妹 elder brother 哥哥 young brother 弟弟 okay. So hermano, hermana, hermana, hermano. I remember. Hermano. Yo tengo hermano. Yo tengo hermano. Oh, you have to say. Now it's French. Un hermano. Mayo, right? 哥哥 Mayo. 哥哥 is elder. 弟弟 is young. 姐姐 is elder. 妹妹 is young. Okay. So 我有一个姐姐 for me. For me, 我有一个姐姐 I only have a sister. 我有一个姐姐 Okay. So hobbies. And age. Yes. Tres. Hermano. The people say, what are you doing? Maybe some people, they watch this video, it's like, I thought it's a Chinese lesson, but why you are speaking Spanish? Well, because it's a live streaming. Stronger. R. Because in Chinese we only have R, so we don't have like the yeah, it's very difficult for me. Hobby. So someone may say, you don't need to say my hobby is. You can say my hobby is, but you can just say I really like. I mean, even if it's English, you don't really say my hobby is blah blah blah. It's a robot. Many people, they just say I really like running. In Chinese is the same, it's similar. We just say I really like something. We don't really say my hobby is blah blah blah. It's like a robot. We can say very much. We don't really say really. 我非常喜欢 and the things you like to do. For me, I really like learning languages. So 我非常喜欢 like me gusta 非常 mucho means really means very much. What's wrong with this? 喜欢 like running, you can say 跑步. This means the feet. This means the step. So these two characters means running. So when you want to tell people your hobby, you don't really need to say my hobby is. You just say I really like doing something. So in Chinese it's the same. It's I really like running. Actually, I hate running. 我非常喜欢 我 means I 非常 very much 非常 mucho 喜欢 gusta like means like. Okay, sorry, I spoke some Spanish. I really like. So 我非常喜欢跑步 is running 跑步我非常喜欢跑步 I really like running, but for me, I really like learning languages. How do we say learning languages? So learning is 学习foreign languages 外语 and me gusta bailar dancing. I really like dancing very much. 跳舞 Maybe in my whole life, I will keep doing two things. One is learning languages, another is dancing. Okay, so how do we say that? 学习外语跳舞 Okay. For me, I really like learning languages. So learning or study is 学习外语 actually basically it means a foreign language, but you know the language basically is from another country. So you can translate like the languages. 我非常喜欢学习外语。我非常喜欢学习外语。And also I like dancing. 我非常喜欢跳舞 every day and dancing every day. No, that's a joke. I maybe 2 times per week or 3 times per week, but each time 2 hours. It's quite yes, 2 hours different dance, K-pop, hip-hop, Chinese traditional dance, and shuffle. Recently is very popular, like shuffle. They do this like the people just like this, run. So like this is a shuffle, just a people like this, and so they run but really cannot stand. This is shuffle, like 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. I look the leg, it's like okay, moving is 1 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 3 4. Every time I see it, I'm so happy when I see the movement. Yeah, I really like dancing. 我非常喜欢跳舞。我非常喜欢跳舞。And also the moonwalk is 太空步。Michael Jackson, I really like Michael Jackson. 迈克尔·杰克逊 in Chinese, his name is 迈克尔·杰克逊 Michael Jackson. 迈克尔·杰克逊。The moonwalk is like the 太空步 It's like this. So I used to use my finger to imitate, like this. 1 2 3 4. Yes, it's my own hobby. So what is your hobby? How about you? 你们呢？你们喜欢什么？ Pero se te entiende muy bien. Muchas gracias. Yes, when I hear the people say español, creo que es muy rápido. Sometimes I cannot, but I can hear a verse hermosa, hermoso, hermano, hermana. It's like very difficult. Yes, it's very difficult for me. But for me, yes, 我非常喜欢学习外语。I'm interested in French and interested in Spanish, Japanese. I know Japanese, English, yeah. And 跳舞 is another of my hobby. And cooking, because I'm a super foodie. I like eating very much. So cooking in Chinese we can say 做菜。I like cooking. I cook every day, 3 times per day. I cook at home, so I don't go outside. My life is super busy. Working, cooking, dancing, learning. My life is like this every day. So learning language, 学习外语 Dancing, 跳舞 Cooking, 做菜我每天学习外语，跳舞，做菜，每天。不是每天每天不跳舞，但是每天学习外语。 然后每天做菜，因为我 I'm a foodie. How do you say foodie? 食いしん坊，好吃鬼。Foodie. It's like the greedy ghost. Foodie. It's not good word of this. So I'm a 好吃鬼。好吃鬼。How do you spell food? Is it like this? Recently, I wrote too many French. I already forgot how to write English. Oh no, that's not good. Foodie. Yes. But foodie it's like the 美食家, but the good name is 美食家, but basically foodie is also 好吃鬼。好吃鬼。Good name, you can also say 美食家。The decent name of the foodie in Chinese is 美食家。You eat different food? Do you cook a different dishes every day? For me, it's very important. So 学习外语、跳舞、做菜，因为我是好吃鬼，我要吃很多东西。Every day I eat a lot, so I have to move every day. 跳舞。I don't want to get fat, but I cannot stop eating. That's my problem. I feel everyone's so similar because everyone to eat a lot, but we cannot stop eating. Okay. 好的，这些没问题了吗？ So it's about the hobby. Yeah, tell me about your hobby and I can translate that in Chinese. And then you can leave your comments later. Okay. So the age. In China, we don't really talk about the age because especially for girls, it's not that good to ask someone, how old are you? But it's good, it's okay to ask the little kids, how old are you? But now we don't need to say that because I'm making the videos every day for like each topics. But today it's more about like review of all the videos I post. So, and it's longer, it's 1 hour and 30 minutes. And yeah. But you can tell more details through this lesson. So it's also important. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce myself in like more native way, but it's a little bit difficult if you don't really understand it. It's okay because it's like a more difficult thing. So okay, I write a small 大家好。After this lesson, you know how to introduce yourself. in the end, we can say 跳舞。I can speak. It's very important because you are learning language. You can say 我会说 I can speak Chinese, of course. 中文、英文、日文、西班牙文。You can also say 中国汉语、英语、日语。You can also say 文 ，it's okay. 西班牙文、法文。In the end, 和韩文 and Korean. Just a little. It's not that. Yeah, this is the very short introduction of myself. Actually, it's not that short. And I'm going to write the pinyin. Okay. So 大家好 we said how is like a hello. 大家 means everyone. Hello everyone. 大家好 My name is Mimi. 我叫米米。我出生于中国。但是现在在日本工作。我非常喜欢学习外语、跳舞、做菜。我会说 Okay, this is a little bit big. I have to make sure. 我会说中文、英文、日文、西班牙文、法文和韩文。Okay, so this is about how to introduce myself. How to introduce myself. It's a lot, but don't worry. After you learn this, you can make a maybe one. It's 30 seconds. You can finish saying this. This part, I really like this, and I can speak this. It's a little bit long because I speak many different languages. Okay, so first, please read after me. First, please read after me. Okay, so it's an self-introduction. If you don't, you want to know each of the parts, you can review the beginning. So now it's a review. It's the review of today's lesson. Okay, so someday can you show a song like this activity? This help me to pronounce it. Yeah, sure. Okay, so now please read after me. 大家好，大家好，我叫米米，我叫米米，我出生于中国，我出生于中国， 但是现在在日本工作我非常喜欢学习外语跳舞做菜我会说中文英文日文西班牙文法文和韩文 Okay, I'm going to read the normal speed like a Chinese native speaker. 大家好，我叫米米，我出生于中国，但是现在在日本工作。我非常喜欢学习外语，跳舞做菜。我会说中文、英文、日文、西班牙文、法文和韩文。This is the introduction of myself. So I'm going to translate. 大家好 means hello everyone. My name is Mimi, and I was born in China, but now I work in Japan. I really like learning languages, dancing, cooking, and I can speak Chinese, English, Japanese, Spanish, French, and Korean. I need to take a photo of this because after this I'm going to get this translation of different languages. Okay, because it's very important. Maybe I need someone's help to translate this to Spanish and Korean. Okay. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Mimi. Soy china. Pero ahora trabajo en Japón. Me gusta estudiar idiomas, bailar, cuisine is the French, bailar, cocinar, hablo chino, inglés, japonés, español, francés y Korean. Is that correct? That's Spanish. Maybe French or bonjour, je suis Mimi, je suis chinoise, mais maintenant j'ai travaillé en Japon. Japon is Spanish, Japon is French. J'aime beaucoup étudier langue, danse, cuisiner. I speak. Je parle chinois, anglais. Oh, I don't know how to say Japonais. Maybe Japonais, español. It's so similar. Francais and Korean, maybe. That's my French. Cocinar. Sí, cocinar. Me gusta cocinar y bailar. Maybe Korean. I don't know how to say. 안녕. 저는 미미입니다. 저는 중국 사람입니다. I forgot. 저는 중국 사람입니다. I forgot this. But 사람은 Chua is I like. Okay, I need to review my Korean. My Korean is so bad. Actually, I learned Korean 5 years ago. I have no any chance to practice my Korean, so I forgot a lot. But recently, I have a lot of chance to practice my Spanish and French. That's why I can continue. I mean, yeah, practice is also very important, and keep learning, because in these 3 years, I want to focus on French and Spanish. So I even locked the book, my Korean textbook, in the in my bag, so I don't learn Korean at this moment. So yes, but it's not that difficult to continue to learn. But in the future, maybe before that, maybe I need to learn Russian. It's so important. My father asked me to learn Russian first. I said, why? Pourquoi? Pourquoi? I like Spanish and French at this moment. So the first language for me is Chinese. The second language for me is English. The third language is Japanese, because native. When I was 10, I learned English. When I was 18, I learned Japanese. When I was 27, oh, I tell you my age. No, 29. 29. This. When I was actually the number, I learned Korean before Spanish and French. So basically, actually, my French should be better, but I didn't learn anymore. Okay. So I'm going to give you a homework. If you have a time, please write your introduction, your self-introduction in Chinese, and leave your homework below the video. Like I can check it's wrong or correct. Leave your introduction below this video. Leave the comments of your introduction yourself. Okay. 言語すごいですね。だから使い方や文法の教え方を分かりやすいです。ありがとうございます。でも言語は大好きですけど、でも他のものあまりできない。パソコンにも苦手。数学もすごく苦手です。あと方向音痴はすごいひどいですね。偏ってる。めっちゃ偏ってる。言語以外のもの、言語とダンスとなんか料理以外のものあんまりやらないですね。変わってる。いつも周りの人に言われて変わっています。¿En qué idioma sueñas? ¿En qué idioma sueñas? ¿Qué es sueñas? Sueñas. In which language you sueña? And you like? You mean? I use this Spanish dictionary. I think this is very good. And because it has the soñamiento. You like? You mean which language you like the best? Ahora me gusta español y francés. Ahora me gusta todos idiomas. Me gusta todos los idiomas. Ahora necesito estudiar español y francés, donc. Así que, donc is French. But the big problem for me is I mix French and Spanish a lot. But I know when one day if you are learning Japanese and Chinese, you will get confused because sometimes you don't it's Chinese or it's Japanese. It's similar like French and Spanish. Sometimes I say is Spanish or is French? I don't know. Okay. Señor James. James. También me gusta cocinar. Oh, yes. Para mí, me gusta cocinar comida chino y comida. I tried to cook paella before, but paella was very difficult, and the paella I had in the restaurant was super good. But when I tried to, I watched the video, I cook a paella. What is this? It takes so strange. I show you the things I cook. It's the paella. I bought this for paella. The picture is super nice. The picture is like this, but I cook. Well, it was so bad. The picture is fancy. This is what we expect, but the reality is so different. It's like my learning life is similar. Every day I feel okay. Today today I decide to learn Spanish. Every day I decide to learn Spanish every day, but every day I didn't learn because travailler. No, because pas pourquoi? No, sorry, that's French. Porque necesito trabajo mucho. Trabaja mucho. Necesito trabajar mucho. Así que no tengo mucho tiempo. But in the soon, that's why I try to like practice my Spanish more. This is like the first time I learned, like introduce myself in Spanish, and every day I just read, hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Mimi. Soy China, pero ahora trabajo en Tokyo. Every day I just repeat the same thing, because if I only say hola, ¿cómo estás? And the people, hola, ¿cómo estás? Mucho gusto, and then I want to say more, and because I cannot introduce myself, the people, they don't know me, so I just hola, the people say hola, okay, no conversation anymore. Or hola, ¿cómo estás? The people will also say muy bien, ¿y tú? Muy bien, and then okay, the conversation stopped, no further. So I go, oh, I want more conversation. That's why I feel, okay, introduce myself. I have to tell people the situation of myself. That's why introduce yourself is not just hola, me llamo Mimi. And then hola, me llamo Papa. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. And no continue, it's not good. So, but this includes your name, your nationality, and your situation, and your hobby, and how many languages you can speak, or which language can you speak, Spanish, or can you speak this. So I mean, this is very useful. This is how I remember this in French, I remember this in Spanish. Yeah, soon I will remember this in Korean. I learned this like 5 years ago in Korean, but I forgot. And the first time I remember this in English, and then I had a lot of conversation with different people, come from different countries. It's very useful. And if you want to have a conversation in China, or you want to have further conversation with like Chinese, if you just say 大家好 or 你好, maybe the people will say 你好, and then you can say, oh, 我叫米米, and maybe and then maybe he or she will say 我叫 maybe 小王, 然后你可以说我出生于西班牙. Oh, 你是西班牙人. Are you? 你是西班牙人. 然后你在哪? 你在哪工作? Where do you work now? Maybe 你在哪工作? But you can just say, 但是现在我在中国工作. Maybe 你是西班牙人，但是你在中国工作。然后你要说这个非常重要。我非常喜欢学习外语。要是你可以说我非常喜欢学习中文。Me gusta estudiar español mucho. If I say this, the people will be happy. It's similar like me. If you say I like learning Chinese very much, I will be very happy, and the conversation can further. And dancing, maybe. Oh, I like dancing too. Cooking, everyone like cooking. So 做菜 is so important. 做菜. If you say 我喜欢做菜, 我也喜欢做菜, and then maybe you can like talking about the food, and then if you say this, more conversation. So that's why I felt introduce yourself. It's not just say hi, hello, how are you? Not just that, more information about yourself, and then you can have more Chinese friends. Yes, this is how that's why I'm so happy. I feel I'm very lucky. Now I don't have a Spanish teacher anymore, but all of you are my Spanish teachers, my followers, the people who are learning Chinese in Spanish, and that's my dreams. 说牛 it's teach Chinese in Spanish. That's my future dream, because I think not that many Chinese they can speak Spanish. Yes, that's why I want to speak. There are many Chinese they can speak Japanese, many Chinese they can speak English, but not many Chinese they can speak Spanish. So that's why I have to learn Spanish and French. It's for hobby, maybe, and in the future. Okay. Paella, it's hard. When you sleep, do you dream in Chinese, English, Spanish, French? That's a good question. When I sleep, very interesting story. When I was learning English, I remember this dream is so funny. When I was learning English, maybe 4 years ago, when I restart to learn English, every day I watch like the English movie, and I read English book, and when I sleep, in the dream, I want to go to the washroom. I want to go to the bathroom, and a guy stopped me. If you cannot speak English, you cannot use the bathroom. I felt, what should I say? Okay, introduce yourself. And imagine I introduce myself in English. Okay, my name is Vivi, blah, 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 blah. Can I go to the bathroom, please? And finally, yeah, you can go to the bathroom. And I wake up. What? Imagine I spoke English, imagine. And then sometimes I imagine I fight with someone in English. There's some like the very rude people, imagine they just speak very bad words in English, and so imagine I fight with them in English. But sometimes my dream is Japanese. Sometimes I speak Japanese with some people I don't know in my dream. So I spoke a lot of Japanese. Spanish, yes, I had a dream about like Spanish, but in my dream it's very hard. It's like the people force me to say, if you don't say R correctly, I'm going to kill you. So the people hang me. It's very strange. Yeah, the people hang my hands. It's like Mimi, you have to speak Spanish. R like that. So imagine it's no puedo, por favor, no puedo. I just said no puedo pronouncing the R. And imagine I just do imagine. And then I woke up, I cry a lot. It's so funny. Yeah, that's my secret. It's like that. So which means this pronunciation gave my brain a lot of stress. It's imagine I practice R, because it's not just like the Spanish, the Arabic. Yeah, before they say this I just cannot say This is very difficult for me. So in my dream, I also sometimes in my dreams like I keep practicing. Imagine maybe I'm doing the in my bed, every day. Wake up, drink, eating, and joking. Not that much, but my Spanish teacher, he told me, his girlfriend, she's Chinese. She can speak Spanish very well, but still she cannot pronounce So, oh my god. Yeah, sometimes imagine I say I eating, I just think about how can I maybe it's getting better. They say yeah, it's getting better, right? I don't know. And the French is that they have a like the pronounce it like a so every time this is so dirty because like so I don't know, but they say French is one of the most romantic language in the world, but the pronunciation sometimes like I feel like the bonjour is maybe it's not that much, but sometimes I think like bonjour. I feel yeah, it's romantic words, but when I hear the sound of I just feel maybe it's not that romantic. Sorry. Yeah, that's my own thinking. Nothing offensive, just something to think of these languages. And Japanese is a pronunciation must, this, it's like the death in Chinese. Maybe in Chinese death it's so so some people they say, oh, like a Japanese language is must, this is like the mother die, father die, because ma is like a mother, must is a mother die. Sounds like a very not good fortune language, because everything with the s in the end. So some people say, eh? So some people they heard with what do you say? It's, oh, that's pronunciation of the so someone they say, oh, okay. So it's a little bit strange. All the language they have the sound sometimes is very interesting. So but yeah, exists a special exercise for pronunciation. Yeah, in the future. So yes, yeah, everyone when I speak Spanish they say R, and they do and I feel, oh, I know, it's very difficult, but I cannot do this. So it's like some of my Japanese students, they cannot say Chinese is a pronunciation I know it's very difficult, so I don't force my students. You have to say no, it's okay, you cannot say it's okay. Just relax. If you cannot pronounce this, yeah, go further. Other words, it's okay. You don't need to spend 1 hour just keep saying yeah, it's not that important for me. That's why I don't want to spend like the 3 hours per day just pronounce at home. No, I want to speak more. As long as people can understand me, it's okay. This is maybe I'm not that strict with my pronunciation, but it's fine. I mean, it's sometimes language is a tool to make people understand you. If you can understand me, yeah, my pronunciation is very bad, but it's okay. If you understand me, it's okay. You'll be alright. You need to practice more. It's like no anymore. Which language I spoke? Okay, now it's the time to say goodbye. I was very happy, even if there are not the people watching, because I know the time is very special. But I really hope you can speak Chinese as soon as possible. And I'm going to make other videos, because the live streaming is more about communicate with you or to get to know you more. So basically my live streaming is very long. It's very long, and we talk something about else to get to know each other more. It's more about like interactive live streaming. Okay, so today's lesson is learn how to introduce ourselves to other people. And I hope if you have time, you can take the notes. And then it's time for my lunch. I will continue to post more useful Chinese videos. I hope my videos can help you to learn more Chinese. Okay, so thank you for watching the live streaming today. Thank you for joining, and I don't forget to give me the like and leave your comments about the lesson. Maybe in the future we will have something more like the eating the food outside and teach you how to say this food in Chinese. Many good live streaming in the future. So every Friday 10 a.m. is Japanese time, so don't forget. So thank you for watching today. 辛苦了，谢谢你一直看我的直播。Thank you so much for watching my live streaming, and I hope you have a nice day today. And don't forget to give me the like and leave your comments below. And I will always post more and more videos every day. So I hope you can learn more. Adios, muchas gracias, adios. 再见，谢谢大家。Thank you so much. Bye. Have a nice day.